So what is up guys, Killerkev, and today we're going to be talking about gyms in Pokemon Go. We're going to be telling you all you need to know about gyms in the game. So basically, as you can tell on the screen now, there's a couple of images of gyms. Don't worry, these aren't my images, otherwise I'd be freaking out about those Charmanders. But pretty much this is what a gym looks like. You've probably seen these all around. There's obviously Pokestops and obviously these big other things here, which are gyms. This currently is owned by Team Mystic, because obviously all the other teams can control these however they want. Obviously they need to battle it and engage it. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So obviously when you come near one of these, you want to do fight it, you obviously click it. So for instance, this is my footage. Go into it, as you can tell there's a Rattata here. Click on the small button on the right here, which I'm going to show you. After you have clicked that button, you are ready to go. So the next screen here, as you can tell, I've just got some Pokemon lined up. These are the Pokemon I can choose. After I've got that, you can pick and choose them however you like. You can click go, it'll take you into this menu here. My first Pokemon that was on the list of the 6 popped up here. And yeah, we're ready to fight. As you can tell, my Pokemon is glowing. It means that I'm tapping the screen for it to auto attack. The other AI mob that's in here is pretty much doing exactly the same thing as me. I'm sweeping left to right to do auto attacks, and as you can tell, the top left and right is our HP. GPS signal keeps coming up there, that's fine. So after I've killed one, obviously there was only one in there, says you have one, and it deranks the gym. So there was only one in there. Once it goes to the white sort of pastel-y colour, that means it's free, it's unoccupied by any faction. So obviously I can put one of mine in there, which will be Team Mystic. There's a bottom left icon again, which means I can add things. Click CP order to find the highest CP to put in there, because it's only one in there. And that's pretty much it. You can pretty much control the gym as it is. Obviously we're going to go to a gym that already has this sort of same faction of Pokemon that are in there. Obviously if there's a gym up the road, which is obviously Team Mystic, as I can tell by the label, the icon of the Arcanine, that there is a sort of blue icon near it that means it's their gym. What I'm doing here now is I'm just checking the sort of HP for certain other particular Pokemon, because you want, obviously when you put a Pokemon in the gym, obviously an existing one that has other sort of friendlies in, or an opponent one, you've got to look at the Pokemon that were in there prior to that or are in there. And you pretty much want to find something that is a balance between all the team. There's no point of a whole gym being fire Pokemon or a whole gym being water Pokemon. There needs to be a mix throughout the whole entire gym. So bear that in mind when you put some of your Pokemon in there. They don't have to be the highest CP ones that you do have, but obviously if you are taking a gym and you are solo, then please do add your highest one. So as you can tell here, there are 3 Pokemon. A Rattata, Pidgeot, and a Raticate, a Pidgeot, and a Gyarados. Obviously that's friendly, so I'm going to walk to that now. So just down the road. But yeah, as you can tell there, the highest CP within that gym obviously displays at the top there. That is sort of, I suppose, back to reality of the older gyms, which means it's the gym leader. So that's Well Brown with his Gyarados. I think it's 1800, which is John. Shout out to John. And yeah, he's one of my mates, and he plays this game probably as much as I do, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, his Gyarados is up the top there, which means his Pokemon in that gym is the gym leader at this current point in time with the highest CP. Now, after you've seen a friendly gym here, so go into it at the bottom, sort of just underneath the icon itself, there's a 6,000 at 8,000 there percent. And what you want to do is you basically want to level that up. Now, the only way you can do that is by you look on the bottom right there. There is a little punch glove, which means you can train the gym up with your own Pokemon to obviously expand that 6,000 all the way to 8,000, which unlocks a new prestige, which basically means people can add more Pokemon into that gym. Don't worry as well if you're worried about taking any of your friendly people out of the gym, like we did the other one, which was a different faction to take them over. This actually doesn't happen, so obviously the same method. Obviously the glove is different. I can choose 1 Pokemon instead of 6, because we're training the gym, not trying to take it down. And that Pokemon will normally be sort of super effective within the majority of the Pokemon. So for me it's chosen Magneton here, as you can tell in a minute. It's not very effective to me, but some of my moves are very effective towards the opponent Pokemon within this gym. So as well, it doesn't kill them, doesn't take them out. All you're doing is basically training them. You're not trying to kill anyone to take it out. So obviously there's one there, I get a small amount of XP. And obviously on the second one here, super effective, which we want. Obviously switch up throughout this, because obviously if you've got a higher CP Pokemon with better moves, say for instance, or better HP, it's probably better to do that. So for instance, I use my Lapras near the end. of some of these fights, just to push out all the way to the very end. And what you want to try and do is take out nearly every Pokemon within that gym for the max potential amount of XP to prestige the gym. Now obviously on this Magneton here I only can take out 2 Pokemon. At this stage you could actually run, which is the run icon down the bottom right there. You can actually just do that and you'll still get the XP if you just know that you're going to lose. So you can tell here you lose, but as you can see there, the gym prestige is going up ever so slightly. We have 300 XP from that, and you earn a small fraction of XP as well to your actual level. Now what I'm doing here is going to revives and potions. Now every time I do this, I'm trying to revive the Pokemon. It's the same method if you do take an opponent team or your sort of team yourself. All you're doing is basically either taking one or training one. Same procedure. If they die, they die. If they need reviving, they need reviving. That's fine. Normally you only have to use revives if your Pokemon are in the gym and someone tries to take over. So for instance, that Raticate that was in the yellow gym that we took over, his Pokemon will then be put back into his Pokemon sort of bag with all the other Pokemon. It'll be out of the gym and it will be with no HP, which means he will need to use a revive to use that Pokemon again if he wants to try and take over the gym that I took over. So as you can tell here, I'm just basically trying to go through it as further as I can here. Obviously rank that up. It depends on how much or how far you get into the gym for how much XP you get to add to that prestige level. So for me, I'm earning about 300 for these 2 Pokemon in general. Then I kick it up a little bit and use the Lapras, which takes out all 3, which is the Raticate, the Pidgeot, and obviously the Gyarados, which obviously I need to take out them to obviously get the match potential of XP. So as you can tell here, add a little bit more XP to myself, 11. Pokemon defeated 1, which is a little bit weird, but yeah, I'm going to speed up the footage now. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you do take it over as well. Again, with that Magneton, I can change it and you will see that through the video, but obviously stay posted for that. So as you can tell here, I'm pretty much steamrolling it now with the Lapras, as again, higher CP and sort of basically the attack moves and everything else, they all work in conjunction with that, as we all know by playing this. But I didn't actually get the footage because it actually crashed near the end. But after you get this and you go past the level of the prestige, so going past 8,000, so say 8,100, that means then we can add a Pokemon. But again guys, be careful when you do add a Pokemon, make sure there is a variety within the gym. I remember there's a gym on the seafront earlier today and it just had fire Pokemon in, so all we needed to do was take a strong water Pokemon, a Poliwrath, maybe even a Lapras or a Gyarados, go in there, trash the gym quite easy. That means that basically they've spent all that time to try and level up, which is what you can see in this video here, for nothing, because there's no variety in there. And yeah, there needs to be variety within a gym. You obviously get to see the crash screen at the end of the video, because if you did enjoy this video and have any questions about gyms, make sure to put them down in the comment section below. I obviously answer any one of your questions, and I'm sorry if this video is confusing. As you can tell there we go, it's all so close, 7,300. But yeah guys, if you did enjoy, hit me up with the like and a comment, and until the next one guys, gonna give it, and Killerkev out.